I'm redoing my review of My Friend Yvette Vickers in her own words, as told to John O'Dowd, and this time I'm going to do it in two parts. This is part one. Blonde beauty Yvette Vickers won fame in the 1950s and 60s as an actress. Although she was almost 30 at the time she played a juvenile delinquent in Reform Schoolgirl, her perky good looks made her believable as a teenager. And a photograph from the movie of her fighting with Gloria Castillo has become a collector's item. In 1958, she was small-town temptress Honey Parker in the cult classic Attack of the 50-Foot Woman. She's in that bar dancing with Harry Archer when his gargantuan-sized wife comes by, rips open the top of the bar, and pulls Harry out like a doll. Okay, in 1959, Vickers played two-timing wife Liz Walker in Attack of the Giant Leeches. Yvette also displayed her cute, curvy body in several men's magazines, including Playboy. She was Playmate of the Month in its August 1959 issue. Sadly, Yvette Vickers is known to many people primarily for the circumstances of her death. In her senior years, she withdrew from family and friends, spending almost all her time at home. Last seen alive in 2010, a neighbor discovered Yvette's mummified corpse in her Beverly Hills home in April 2011. There was no evidence of foul play, and she'd been dead for about a year. Okay, now the circumstances of her death have obscured for much of the public the accomplishments of her life. John O'Dowd to the rescue! This author, best known for his work on actress Barbara Payton, who once played opposite James Cagney and Gregory Peck, but ended her life as an alcoholic prostitute. His biography, Kiss Tomorrow Goodbye, The Barbara Payton Story, and follow-up book, Barbara Payton, A Life in Pictures, restored humanity to Payton. And he does a similar service in this audiobook. Of course, there's an enormous difference between this work and those on Payton, because he never met Payton, whereas Yvette Vickers was a friend of his. The audiobook consists of O'Dowd's statements coupled with Yvette's answers to his interview questions. It also includes relevant voice messages she left on his answering machine. Yvette Vickers was the daughter of jazz musicians who was raised in a safe, loving environment. She speaks with fondness of her life as a young actress. She enjoyed a romance with actor Ralph Meeker that was genuinely romantic. He took me dancing every Friday and to restaurants. She recalls, we took a carriage ride in the park. She was part of the Beat generation. She says it was beat, not beatnik, because most of those hanging out, as she often did, in beat clubs disliked that term. Yvette and her compatriots had health interests, of which health food was only one part, and she talks believably about possessing the joy of life. Coming from a family of jazz musicians, it's hardly surprising that she also had musical talent. She discusses a period when she was concentrating on music and a cabaret show, as well as putting out a CD. I had discipline, she asserts. I worked hard and I played hard. And that's the end of part one. I'll be doing part two very soon, and I hope you like what you heard.